We got somebody just came out. We have one engineer. Somebody just got out of medication. Running from the storm. Okay. We have not been building tents, but instead we've been building all these coal things. And I think this can be great for the coal stuff, but we're going to have a pretty massive influx of homeless. But we also have 70 homeless people who can quickly build some huts. A huge crowd of people has reached our city. Many of them are sick. They say that some kind of enormous weather anomaly is coming our way, and that they'll die without our help. We will die without their help, but they don't know that. We'd never have survived it. Thank our lucky stars that the polar explorer Nansen warned us about the disaster and told us to evacuate. Please let us in. Everyone is welcome. Only the healthy ones. Oh my god. Send them on their way. Wow. That's awesome that they let us choose that. We can just doom our city. The ability to make those choices that's pretty fantastic. That is full in on the narrative. That is really, really cool. Really respect them for doing that. And speaking of that, that designer, or one of those designers, Marta Fijak, I was reading a little bit on Gamasutra, or Gamasutra. I always call it Gamasutra. The T is silent in that case. So that person was interviewed or wrote up something about Frostpunk, talking about the balance of making your choices feel like they can have an impact, and so that you can actually have some empathy for some of those choices. So you're not just like throwing caution into the wind, or makes it so it doesn't feel like you're it's just cruelty for the sake of cruelty. It's actually a pretty quick read. You can actually, I'll link it real quick if you're interested. Pasting. There it is. All right, everyone is welcome. The sick will just die. And you know what? We could actually use a triage now. We could do this, and we can do the triage in the law. I think we found a very good use for it. Cruelty for the sake of cruelty. I've definitely never gone down that path. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's definitely in the game. I mean, send them on their way is just a pathway for not only killing 70 people, but also our whole city. Because we obviously need 70 more people ourselves. 30 of them are ill. It's a little bit less than I was actually expecting. It's a little bit more than I was expecting, rather. I hadn't considered that the majority of them might be sick. 40 people will enter our city. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. If everyone is welcome, 70 people, 30 of them are ill. That's, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, never mind. The math is there. The math wasn't in here, though. Alright, everyone's welcome. Okay. Homes. It is time for the huts. It's not that bad, though. You know, we did actually start prepping before we forgot and just left it. Alright. You get a hut. You get a hut. And you get a hut. And we're out of huts. There we go. And we don't have any more wood, so we can't build any more healthy houses. Medical healthy posts.
Today's labor is done.
Adaption. Okay. All right. So I misunderstood when you asked me before. I was thinking about the purpose. Okay. So adaption, the discontent path. Is this the discontent path? Public house, dueling law, fighting arena. So I did fighting arena. I'm thinking about dueling law as my next one. Moonshine, ooh. I haven't picked anything yet. I still feel like because we have the sick, I want to do triage. Because I think we'll be able to build more huts in a few days. Or over the course of a few days. Before they get sick again. Do it, murder them. I don't know. I don't know how else to get them into work because I can't build medical things. I think it's just it's a thing that will kill the less people, the less amounts of people. I mean, they got here at night. Wait, I'm confused. Hold on. So we just got 70 people. Is this another 70 people? All right. A moment of silence for the sheer amount of people that this game just threw right at us. It's interesting. It's an interesting problem to kind of throw at us here. I was not, honestly, I was not expecting that to be a type of problem. Alright, so I'm thinking triage. I still think triage is the right answer, but I'm gonna wait to use it until after the nighttime when everybody gets sick. It's just gonna be the least amount of people who are gonna die. And now we have all this steel. We should have been building bunkers. Bunker houses, I think. A little bit more balance. I mean, we're not... Do we have any plans to spend on steel right now? I don't think we do right now. I think 3 coal thumpers. We're gonna be okay. I mean, 560 coal per standard workday. That's gonna be 1,500, just those alone. Right now our consumption is 2,400. I have 2 workshops, and they're both running right now. I could probably use a 3rd one. How much are they? 5 steel. I could probably use a 3rd one at least, because each tier is going to take a little bit longer, I think, right? And now we're here. I mean, I've been very happy with 2 so far. It's felt like it's gone fast enough as far as my priorities go. So I think so my priority right now is we have 30 wood stuck in huts, and the huts suck. So we have enough steel and wood together to build 3 bunkers instead of 3 huts. So I'm thinking we build 3 bunkers instead of the 3 huts for the insulation, so that we can reserve at least 30 healthy people in the long run here. I think that's the game. I think that's the move here. Okay. Sorry all the old people who have been here forever, but unfortunately you are not prioritized appropriately. It's really my own fault. Don't blame your savior and protector of truth. Oh wait, how much? Oh, it's 20 wood. All right, never mind. It's not the best, because some insulation from the weather is better than no insulation. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna go with the huts. Okay, nobody's working there. Good. All right, so is everybody like kind of delegated here? We have everybody working all these little places. For resource depots, requires quite a lot. Where is this guy working? He's working one of these things, isn't he? He should probably... I really want to put him on one of these, but it's only halfway done. So... let's see, 6 to 8... Oh, I forgot to switch these. I'm gonna get 40 more minutes of work. So, through the night, I'm gonna put the automaton on the coal thumper. These guys are only halfway through the 24-hour shift. About 1 hour of coal. We're about to, like, lose coal again. But this one just stopped there. What's going on with this one? Not in 24 hours now? Icon just went away, I guess. Did we not build the road? I thought we did. No, we did. We just don't have any wood. Hero Ceremony is starting. Alright, it is now 9 o'clock, so let's put everybody off of that. And let's take this guy off of that. Put him on air. And before we forget, let's just maximize this. So these actually, since there's no coal available anyway, these can help save a little bit of discontent. And I think what we're gonna do with that savings of discontent, I think we're gonna spend discontent as a resource here, and we're going to turn on 24 hours for another one of our coals. It's either coals or wood. I feel like we should do wood because we got people coming and we have a shortage for wood. Oh. Gotcha. So the 24-hour shift is probably ended and everybody's gonna freeze overnight. So, let's put one of these on 24 hour. Oh, that's so much. Let's put another one of these on 24 hour. The exhales are in fact the stress. Feeling the weight of my decisions. 80 people are expecting to be very sick. All right, so what's our next backup plan? So we're gonna get a little bit of coal from both of these little thumpers here. Excuse me. We're gonna get a little bit of coal out of both of these thumpers. The cold is about to hit, and so why are we on chilly right now? Oh, cold. So advanced heaters are gonna help with that, so that is by far the next thing. Okay, that just confirms that. Embrace the stress. Oh man, I really hope so we have this cold level going down. I really hope it's just that one last one over here, and then that's it. There's no, I mean, I guess there is coal to actually keep some of these places up and running, but for the most part there's no coal. All right, so these piles are piling high. 26 per hour. So, you know what? I already have that one at 24 hours. It's not being satisfied. So I'm going to take the automaton off of that. I'm going to put the automaton on the mine shafts. That's going to be producing more coal that goes directly into our bank than a pumper thing. So we can put people on this again. So right now we're producing more coal than we're actually gathering. Oh wait, yeah. So let's see, what's the plan here? So once we do the advanced heaters, we're still gonna have a coal problem. So we need to save up for this tier. So we need to save up for both homes and for this upgrade, and then we have the actual generator power upgrade. So on that note, I could see needing another workshop to help speed that along while we are in this like horrible late game experience. I didn't turn them off. I'm assuming it's just because there's no coal. Alright, so already we're seeing a bit of a benefit here. Alright, that'll take care of the homeless for now. So are we netting positive right now? I think we're actually netting positive. And if we're netting positive, then we are so close to being ready for the next phase. So we're climbing. I'm gonna start the generator, I think. Because I think we're positive here. As long as it doesn't go under 40. If it it just hit under 40. We are not netting positive. Okay. So we still have a problem. So we can manage without the generator, but we can't manage... Yeah, so it's gonna turn off here in a second again. Alright. So... that to me means that we need to build at least 2 more coal thumpers. Maybe not 2 more. They just need to be worked. I think tomorrow is going to be...
Wrap up well. The frost is here.
Oh my god. We should have waited to turn on our generator. 20 minutes left in the stream. Oh man, I hope we don't die. Minus 83. Well, at least it's cold and very cold. It's not freezing. Just out of curiosity, do we have... does, like, work have any insulation kind of stuff? What's my long-term plan? So my long-term plan is we're going to finish this one, and that's going to more or less get everybody to at least chilly here, right? Because it's going to get them from cold to chilly, and chilly is okay. That's the short term, and we're already halfway through that. The long-term thing is unlocking this. And I'm really worried about not only hitting this amount of resources in time, but also having enough resources to upgrade the next thing. So my assumption is going to be double what this is. So it's going to be 80 and 50. So this is about to finish, and then we're going to be working on this one next when we have enough resources, and then we're going to do generator power. Generator safety bypass, that's interesting. Does that sound like a fine plan? Crystal does? I mean, right now, things are looking real grim. Because we have, like, no coal right now. $1,500 a day, just keeping things running right now without the generator.
Workday starts in the name
I really, really wish that the generator had better efficiency things. I think this is healthier than where we were before. Alright, we're gonna pop that back on. So, I think right now we're okay. But when these 24-hour clocks go, it's not going to be good. So we have basically like roughly 3 days to upgrade the generator one more time. Unless there's only a day here, because we could overcharge the generator. For at least a day. It would buy us a little bit extra time. Oh, there it is. 16 coal per hour. I don't want to click on anything because it's going to end up just like paying for it. Or 9 per hour. Okay, so if we did 10%, then it would be 8 per hour. Oh, finally. A little scout break. Another... Oh my god. Another 70? You know what? The first batch of people, I should have turned away the sick. For the discontent. And I'm gonna do that for the next group. I'm gonna turn away the sick, and we don't have the homes for them. And I don't think we can afford the discontent as a result of them dying. I think that's it. I think that's a choice. All right. Until then, we have 5 hours. We have until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The resources. I really wish there was a better. I mean, it's not even coal at this point. It's just also steel. Like by the time we built up to this point, like those bunkers, I could see we should just be everybody should just be surviving on tents. Bunkers are probably an excess thing. Which if that is the case, I don't really like the balance then of the buildings in the game, because it's almost like everything is a red herring. And it kind of means that everything on the base level is like the long-term choice. And it's all speculation. I don't know. All right. Freshwater springs. Several pools are kept from freezing by a hot spring deep underground. Patches of hardy lichens cling to the bare rock of their edges. It looks like a good place for a hideout. Let's explore. Why don't we just move here? Degenerated but alive. Near the freshwater springs, we meet some refugees from Winterhome. They are a sorry sight and seem to be completely unmoved by the fate of their city. Asked what kept them from starving, they look away, then mumble something about eating lichens. Frozen Grove. The scouts will set out towards the city and bring the survivors quickly and safely with them. The survivors will set out towards the city on their own. It will take longer and some of them may die. Not knowing the way to our city, the survivors will die trying to find it. Leave the survivors to their fate. This kind of reads as the same thing as the middle option. I'm a little disappointed. I thought that this was going to be like some weird like warming zone or something that we could somehow move to our town or something. All right, well, I think we have plenty of people. There's that fly. I think we have plenty of people. I'm more inclined to just send them to the city. And we'll get who we get. And if we get the option, if they're sick, they're not welcome. We're gonna send them to the city. Sorry, y'all. Alright, what is all the way out here? Frozen Grove, a small grove of several dozen trees. Let's go. The refugees. Oh my goodness. I don't know. It's interesting. I like the discussion. I like that the game is causing discussion to occur. At least like a dialogue about like, oh well, if I prioritize this and prioritize that. I think that's interesting. I think it's a job well done from that perspective. Alright, so our coal income is pretty healthy right now. Well, for now, I should say. I'm glad we managed to at least get one extra automaton. Alright, let's see. Range settings. So they're now by default level 3? Or did I just upgrade the interior places for workplaces? Ah, I was thinking that was the Steam Hub. Whoops, I misread that. That would have saved us the amount to upgrade this. Well, not exactly, but pretty close. All right, so now we don't have enough to start this thing here. So we don't have enough to start the next tier. We have enough to at least get a gathering post for more wood. We have plenty of workers. We're just wasting workers right now. So I see there's some like research stuff that we just kind of, I don't know, I feel like we didn't have time with our resources. Maybe the outposts? I could see like there being a bit of a fix to have done the outpost upgrade so that we could send wood to us, like 150 wood every day. That would be very useful right now. That being said, is that actually a better choice right now? How much does that cost? Outpost depot. So it costs 20 steel and 30 wood to research, which is pretty ridiculous actually, because right now we need to make some huts. And then it's going to cost 25 wood and 45 steel to actually build the outpost. And then, which that's probably going to take a day to research this. Then it's going to take a whole other day to build the outpost. And then it's going to take another day to receive said wood. I don't know. I feel like I'm already doing like a post-mortem. I don't have a lot of faith, I have to say. I don't know. I'm not feeling good about our chances here. So if we do the overdrive thing, it'll give us 2 levels. Generator efficiency. A, we can't afford it right now, and which is wasted research time. And I don't have a lot of confidence in 10%. I think it's only 1 coal per hour. I mean, I don't know, it's not that valuable. It's not as valuable, say, as the overdrive couplings. How much time do we have? So we just got hit. So now we have almost 3 days. So at least the better part of the day, the workplaces are not going to be bad as far as temperature goes. And see, we're at Chile. I don't know, I feel like my next priority should actually be the overdrive couplings. I mean, because right now we can survive. Right now we're okay. We're like just making it. And I mean, once the 24-hour thing is over, we pretty much won't be able to pick up the coal. Which kind of tells me maybe we should wait in overdrive and we should build more coal thumpers and stuff so that the average of the daytime shift actually outweighs our consumption. Which right now I don't think we're gonna do. So it's 700 extra per day. So by the end of the day we should see 700. Because our consumption is 2300. So so what is the consumption for nighttime? So work hours are 8 to 6, so 12 hours, or 10 hours. So it's 14 hours, so it would be 14, yeah, so it would be a quarter, or a third. So this gap represents that 14 hours. Because we're gathering during the day. And this is our... I don't know. I'm trying to math in my head. Ugh. It's getting late. It's getting hard to math in our head. Alright. If our consumption is 2300, 10 hours of that is like roughly here-ish, right? So it's not exactly half, so it's just a bit under. So this is going to be the consumption for the nighttime, meaning if this is 2300, how much is 40%? Pull up my calculator. I'll just bring it up on my phone. I don't have to leave the camera. This is not cheating. This is research that we are coming up with here, right? All right, so I'm just gonna call it 40%. All right, so 2300. So 900. So we need to have 900. We need to have banked 900 before the night. And before the halfway point, so we still have some more time in the 24-hour cycle here. This one's gonna be working a bit more. I don't know if we're actually gonna be able to hit that. We also are gonna be generating more coal as we go. So if we hit 600 or 700 by nighttime, I think we might be kind of okay. Are these people coming from London? Man, I wish I turned them away. Alright, so we need to build homes. Well, do we build homes? Alright. We still haven't really decided what we're gonna do here. I still feel like overdrive couplings is good, but if we're gonna do that, we don't need it until here. And I'm assuming that we have to, like, the city has to be more or less running fairly well. So I'm inclined to do one more coal thumper. And the reason why is that only 10 people at a time are going to be working at these places, like per day. So I want there to be enough stockpile for people to actually grab stuff when we do the 24 hours on, because we're probably going to do 24 hours on the gathering rather than the production. And we have all these workers, and we've already wasted. We could probably throw people on these piles too. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Thought of it now, at least. Do we build one more thumper? I think we build one more thumper. I think the rate that we remove from the piles is greater than we can generate coal. Therefore, we need to have more opportunity to generate piles. That being said, is there a... what kind of efficiency does this do? Steam coal thumper. By pumping high-pressure steam into the underground coal deposits, the steam coal thumper forces the precious resources to the surface, forming a pile up to 1,200 coal per standard workday. So that's twice as much. That's fairly enticing. Coal mining rationalization. Coal mines, steam coal mines, and advanced coal mines will be another 10% more efficient. That is interesting. So we have two priorities. We have warmth and consistency. And consistency we can achieve through coal. So these are tier 3. These would be kind of fast. I don't know. I mean, we'll get 20% or 10% more efficiency. It'll be 70% efficiency. Let's see. So right now we're at 10 or 15 coal. So let's see. 15 times 1.1. So we'll get one more coal per hour there. That's not super interesting. Yeah, it's freezing outside. It's just gonna be cold. It's just what it's gonna be. Too bad it's not chilly. So how are these guys chilly? Did we do like a warming thing? I don't think we did. Sawmill upgrade, coal mining optimization. Alright. So as far as resources that we have available to us right now, we can't even do that one. And that one I can't really justify. There's only one more coal per hour, and that's not as useful as getting 15 more per hour over the course of 10 hours. It far outweighs it, so it's much more than 24. So I'm more interested in spending those resources on building. Like, if I want more coal, I should just make another thumper rather than over efficiency. I'm tempted to do this because we're about to get a lot of people. This is also costing us wood, and we do need homes. Alright, so I think we're just gonna do homes. That's what I'm gonna do. 2, 3. 3 should be plenty, I'm assuming, because as it was, half those people were sick in our first group, and we are going to be turning them away this time. Right. Severe frostbite. Yep, it's going to happen. I think we've actually managed our amputations pretty well. We only have 19 amputations out of this entire thing. I think that's actually pretty good. So Hey, look at that. We're about to hit 700, and it's not even through the full workday. That is exactly the number I was looking for. So right now we are producing. This is a healthy stack. This is a really good stack of coal right here. The poor people who don't get the preferred working conditions. All right, actually, we're not. We can actually take these people off because our income is about to exceed our current resources. The second wave. The second wave has arrived. Another huge group of refugees has arrived. They're in even worse condition than the previous one. So we overbuilt our huts potentially. Many of them victims of frostbite. Not interested. I'm really sorry. They all talk about a huge storm coming from the south. Nansen led us north because his years exploring the Arctic taught him to survive here using natural resources. Nobody could have guessed what was coming though. Should we let them in? 25 of them ill, 25 gravely, so 50. So we are still looking at 20. 20 is healthy. And that is 10 more wood back in our stocks here. Only the healthy ones. Fundamental research. Sir, an engineer is asking for a day off to study an automation closely. My tongue gets flappy the later it gets in a day. And it went about 2 minutes before 9 o'clock, and I go to bed at 10. I'm an early to bed kind of person, you know? Alright. The automatons can be improved. They may be the pinnacle of our technology, but if we learn how to make them, we can surely learn to make them better. If I take a closer look at any machine, I can adjust it to improve its performance. Why should it be any different with them? We've already built them, and we know exactly how to build them. I mean, you can go for it, you know? It's just one person out of my 31 people. Go for it, buddy. I am not that close to min-maxing here. This symbol means storage near capacity. We are at capacity. Now we are over doing our coal stuff. Which is fine, and it's mostly probably because of our 24-hour shifts here. Because we still have a little bit of time on the gathering post, which gives me a little bit of hope. I'm getting a little bit of hope. Squints a lot. Welcome. Welcome. How are you? I hope today is I hope you found today to be way better than these people here. These people, they're about to, I mean, they're 2 days away from the 3rd level drop. We just acquired some new people here. We have 11 homeless, and one of them is a amputee. Oh, Crystal sent you. Oh. Thanks for coming over here. Thanks for reaching out there, Crystal Daz, to somebody. Cool. Well, welcome here. Welcome. I'm still very optimistic, but I don't think I'm gonna survive. I'm optimistic. Let me be clear. I'm optimistic about making decisions that are ethical. I don't know why these heating things keep turning off here. I must be turning things off in my sleep. Oh my goodness, these people are gonna freeze to death. Alright, hold your horses here. Find your horses and hold them back. Oh, I forgot I had to build another one of these. Alright, so we need a road. We're gonna do it right in the middle because we're smart like that. We're thinking in the future. So, yeah. I am, careful about spoilers. Grins evilly. Oh no. Double up on me here.
Is over for today. There's time for
I think we're gonna. I think we're okay. I don't like that we're wasting coal, to be honest here. I don't think we need to build another resourcey thing though. Alright. So 63 wood. We are starting to gather a bit of wood, which is good. I think, you know, we're kind of wasting research time right now though. No spoilers. I love watching first timers. It reminds me of my first time. Yeah, I wish you were here this whole time, because I mean, it seems like another viewer, Oterum, and Crystal Daz have been having a lot of fun making fun of my my future, and my at the time my optimism at that I'm just gonna survive. It's gonna be no problem. I mean, I've died. I haven't legitimately died. I kind of chickened out my very first that I streamed here. I played for about. Actually, I played a whole day. I put in a full 3 hours, but it wasn't going too well. I probably could have recovered, but this playthrough is a much better, like, sort of foundation. I don't like that I'm kind of wasting my research time right now. Just the time. You know, the resources are one thing, but I don't like wasting the time. I'm not too concerned about the infirmary. I'm more concerned about the people who are healthy. And I would really love... well, I mean, my first time was last week. It was Tuesday last week. And I decided to restart on Wednesday last week. Yeah, like first try. I mean, I didn't legitimately die. I just felt like it was inevitable. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about the infirmary because they're probably going to die. We have more living people going on here, and we have 69 hypochondriacs who are probably, you know, right. I mean, right now our coal is so healthy. Look, it's so comfy in there. It's so unnecessary. But now that it's worth 3 tiers, now I just have to leave it on. Well, so this is the story, right? If I did the infirmary, not only am I going to, I am going to get that value, right? I'm going to get that that extra level of insulation, but now I have to actually build it, which also costs these things, which I can only make 4 of them anyway. Oh, it totally was inevitable. I honestly think this game is designed to be lost the first time you play it. Yeah, it throws you so dang much info at you first time through. It's just information overload, learning how everything works. I don't have 100 sick people. I have 69 hypochondriacs. They're not in fact sick. If I turn off a heater right now, 100 people are suddenly sick. Like suddenly. That's not how life works, right? You gradually become sick, right? It's not just instantaneous sickness, right? If it was snowing outside, the moment I walk out my door, I'm not instantly sick. Now, if I'm outside for a while, I'm probably gonna get sick. You know, you're not. I don't know. I mean, because as soon I could flip on the heater, they get sick, turn on the heater again, and they suddenly aren't sick. I think there's a system. We're running out of food now. Oh, I don't think they're becoming sick. I think they're being kicked out of the medical facilities when they get colds. Every new player gets. I mean, I get it mechanically. You want to just satisfy the demands, and I would love to satisfy the demands, you know? Oh, interesting. So now the range... Oh no, it's there. Okay, never mind. Cold homes. I'm never making this promise ever again. I can do it, I'm just not gonna make the promise. That's where my ethical decisions have gotten me. Where is... Okay. That place is chilly. Chilly is fine. To be fair, it's hard to earn. Especially initially. Yeah, I mean, when I got the Thumpers, when the Thumpers first unlocked, I had like zero faith in them. I'm like, really? Thumpers? Like when there's a mine, you know? I don't know. It just, the fact that there's like a 2-stage process and you're developing a resource that you have to then place a resource thingy down for, to gather stuff. I don't know. It just seemed like it was going to be a lot less valuable than mines, but, and it's obviously not. It's beautiful that he's still trying to be ethical. I'm trying for that switch in his brain to just go, screw it, 500 emergency shift and freezing temperature. Good decision. I never promised them warm homes. First time I did, they got mad, and when I kicked a few people out of the tent in the middle of the day to build them a bunkhouse. I know. Well, I found that if you build 2 bunkhouses, they don't get mad about being homeless. And, you know, you think you kick 10 people out of the home, that they would immediately, you would have 10 more people to build a home. But that's not the case. It's 10 other people who build the home, not the 10 people you just kicked out. Well, you know, you can only do so much for the helpless. All right, I really think I kind of want to make a choice about research. I mean, we're piling on people, and I've basically ignored food because food has not been a problem this entire playthrough so far, with 1 cookhouse. Oh, well, that's probably the problem. 13. All right, that's 7 more foods. All right, well, that probably will solve that problem. All right, and we're not doing any research right now, but oh. All right, I really want to do some research. That's the last choice that I want to pick today before we end the stream today. You don't have much coal? What do you mean? I have 900 coal. You mean like because I haven't been messing with my storage? Yeah, see, my strategy so far has been like I kind of build up a reserve and then I just use it, because before the refugee stuff and the cold front, the game hasn't really like demanded much coal. And I know this like is chaos here. I don't appreciate the design perspective of going, you know, we'll let the players play for 10 hours and then we'll just kill them. I don't like that. But I am gradually becoming much more eager to try it again. Before I was kind of like poo-hooing it. Alright, so you're making me scared. You're making me scared, Squint. So I'm gonna make another... I just don't want to spend my resources on that. 40 wood? It's taken so long to get 60. I feel like you're scaring me into... Look at my generator. Yeah, but I have 2 automatons. And my consumption is 9 per hour. I mean, this looks terrible. It's gonna say 8 hours left, even though it's not actually true though, because we have 2 automatons working. And we have a little bit of, we have a sliver left of 24-hour shifts here. And we just ran all day and this went to max capacity. So, I mean, maybe I should just build one of these. Another resource depot. it's just so expensive, and it takes me that much further away from the next research thing. You know what? This is for tomorrow.